Hi, this is Pierce Korb, and this is a quick video tutorial on how to use some of the more advanced features of Zoom. Zoom is a very popular teleconferencing application that people have been using even more frequently now that most people are self-isolating during the coronavirus pandemic. And in using this, both at work and to socialize, people have been asking me how to change my background, or how do I do that? So I thought I'd do a quick tutorial on how to change one's background. I use the Zoom app. Some people actually just use the website or web-based version, but I use the Zoom app on my PC. The Zoom app can be downloaded onto multiple devices, including tablets and smartphones as well, but I'll be demonstrating based on a PC and using the native app as opposed to the website. So what you can see here is I have the app loaded up, and you can obviously click here to open it up. I should admit I also use my work license, which is more than the basic features, but these features I'm going to demonstrate today should be based on the basic plan as well. So I'm going to start a new meeting, and what you'll see immediately is my face and background popping up. I'm going to join with computer audio. Now, what you see is my image, which is based on the webcam I have attached to my PC, and the background is actually a video. This is actually even a newer feature that I learned about through someone else, and it's based on the most recent version. So if this doesn't work for video backgrounds, make sure you update and download the most recent version of Zoom. But how did I get here to where you can see my face, and clearly I'm not at the beach, and so how did I do this? Well, on the bottom left, there's a video icon. It looks like a video camera. And you can use this to stop the video, in which case only the person's name appears. And you can click it again to restart the video. And it takes a second, but it'll pop back up. Now, next to the video icon, there's a small up arrow. If you click that up arrow, several options come up, including selecting various sources. If you have multiple webcams or video sources, you can change it by selecting something else. You can also change the video settings as well, but just underneath that is something called Choose Virtual Background. So if you click this, a menu should pop up. I'm going to put this over to the side, and it should say Virtual Background. And underneath here, you can see the basic version will actually come with several default ones they've included in the program, including a shot of San Francisco, blades of grass, and I think the space one comes with it as well. But you can also upload your own images or video and have that serve as the backdrop. So if you click on this little plus, it's subtle, but it's right there, add image or video. If you have an older version, all it'll say is add image and won't have the video option. But if you download the latest version, video should come up as well. If you click this plus arrow, you can click add image or add video. If you click add image, all you do is go into your sort of native pictures, and you would basically add in any image you thought was worthy, and then it would upload immediately. That image, by the way, will immediately come up as your background. So make sure it's an image you want to appear, especially if you're in a meeting. For example, if it's a picture of you doing something you shouldn't be doing and you click on it, it'll immediately appear as your background in the live meeting. So be careful if you have some pictures you do not want to share. Additionally, you can add video as well, and this is the same process. You would just select a video. If the video file is large, it might take a while to actually upload. But as I scroll through, over time, I've actually picked several pictures and video that I like to use. For example, there's, let me move this a little bit so you can see better. The image of the Eiffel Tower in Paris, for example. This is a town called Maastricht, which I'm a big fan of in the Netherlands, that I use as a background. There's also funny backgrounds you can use, like this dinosaur attacking oneself. If you're in a more serious meeting, you can pick ones that are a little bit more subtle, but more pleasing than your actual background. Speaking of which, what is actually behind me right now? Well, you'll notice that there's an option here that you can click called I have a green screen. You only want to click that if you have a green screen. The program tries to create a virtual green screen if you have one or not. You don't need one, but I'll show you the differences and the subtleties of the image quality when you have a green screen or not. So if I unclick green screen, you can see here that the kind of outer edges, and there's a little bit of stuff behind me gets a little lost. So it does help to have a green screen, but it's not necessary. So if I click I have a green screen, it gets a little bit better. The automatic program tries to eliminate even the seat behind me, so it does try to actually just produce the human being in front of the screen. But I prefer the green screen. So if you look at, I can show you what's behind me now. If I scroll up, there's none. So if you don't want the virtual background, you want to take it off, you simply click none, and then you get whatever's behind you. So this is an actual cloth of green behind me. But again, you can select even videos. I've downloaded some recent videos. Let's see, here's Times Square. So you can have, you know, moving pictures that will loop behind you. And there's even ones that are a little bit more like virtual backgrounds, true virtual backgrounds, like this newsroom if you were doing some sort of announcement or something. And here's a subtle one of a restaurant with people eating behind me. So that's how you do virtual background. Again, if you don't have a green screen, this is kind of what it's going to look like. You know, by and large, if you don't move a lot, and try not to wear green if you have a green screen, because that'll appear as invisible. But that's how you do virtual backgrounds in Zoom. And that is pretty much it. There are several other advanced tips for Zoom users out there, including those that are actually using it for business purposes. When you have a large group of people and you want to make sure you're on mute a lot of the time. So here I've clicked over this audio button for mute, and I can cover some other advanced topics in other videos if people want them. Thanks so much, and enjoy Zoom in this time of physical separation.